Here we join Patrick as he moves towards the camp from where he heard the scream. His first action will be to sneak a bit closer, try not to make any noise. He doesn't want to draw the walker's attentions too much. So let's see if the walkers notice anything or move directions. So that one will stay facing the way it's going. This guy will turn to the right. Keep going in the direction he's going. We'll keep going in the direction he's going. Okay. Does anything happen? All quiet. Okay. Patrick is going to run forward. This will draw the zombie's attention, and he will attack. He'll do 1 damage and knock the zombie down. Okay, so that walker is down, so he'll not make any action. So let's see if these guys are attracted in any way. So this guy will turn that way. This guy turn that way. And lastly, he'll turn the other way. Okay, let's see if the walker stands back up. On a shield, he stands back up. Blank. So the walker stays where he is. Okay, on to Patrick's turn again. He will sneak down to here. And then the zombies will take their action. So he turns to look that way. way. He'll stay looking where he is. Okay, with this walker now being able to see Patrick, he will shamble forward 6 inches towards and then we'll see if this other walker stands up. Should roll that. And this walker stands up and ends up facing this direction. And we'll immediately move into combat. And we'll attack Patrick. And misses. Patrick's defense. Headshot. So, was defending, he managed to get a sweeping hit and takes out the walker. Okay. So then we move back onto Patrick's turn. And you can now see the walker closing in. So he will turn around and sneak 4 inches down this way. Hide in the trees, so the walker has now lost line of sight. So he will still head in the same direction as he was, as he knows there's something over there. This walker will turn this way. Obviously he's heard the other walker going past, and the third walker will turn this way. And then we'll see if anything happens in the event phase. All quiet, no prone walkers, and we add an additional one to the threat level. So I'm putting the threat level up 1 each turn. So as you can see, we're now on threat level 4. Okay. Realizing that walkers are getting really close, Patrick is going to sprint forward 8 inches, and this will bring the walker in. Due to the noise, we'll turn this other walker as well. this walker will attack Patrick as he moves past. So that's a one hit, and Patrick's defense is 1, so manages to stave off that attack. And pushes the walker back a little bit. So on to the walkers phase. This one will move back into combat. This one will move in as well as he's following his buddy. And guy in the red will just stay facing where he is. So now both zombies are within proximity, so we'll move this one close by, and both zombies will now attack. Oof. Both score a hit, and we take the highest out of them. And thankfully, Patrick is able to defend and pushes them both back. See if anything happens in the event phase. And nothing happens. Okay. And on to Patrick's turn. And he's within 8 inches. So he is able to run off the board onto the next step. Patrick has managed to get within sight of his camp, and as you can see, the walkers are closing in, and Patrick's sister Clementine is in the tent at the moment, and she was the one that screamed and ran into the tent when the walkers appeared. So what Patrick needs to do is he needs to get from where he is at the moment to get to his sister. And then we need to get to the car. So, because his sister's in danger, Patrick decides to run forward and attack the zombie or the walker. doesn't take it out, but it knocks it down. So that'll cause this nearest walker to wonder what's going on. This walk will stay close to the tent, walk in the yellow, a little bit, and the other walker will turn the other way. Okay, and then we'll see if that walker is able to stand back up. Yep, walker stands back up. And because it's in the walker's engagement range, we'll move into combat and attack Patrick for 1. And Patrick will defend. And during his defense, he gets a lucky headshot and eliminates the walker. So we have the threat level to 4. And we have 4 zombies, 4 walkers coming into play. So we have the 3 that were following behind Patrick in the previous area. And then we'll have 1 coming off in a random direction. It's up here. They'll all move towards the nearest survivor. Patrick then decides it's best to run. We'll try and tackle the zombie as he gets close to the camp. The zombie is just knocked down. And then we'll see what the zombie does. This one turns to face Patrick as he ran past. And the other ones will know what Patrick's in front of them. See what this one does. For some reason she turns around. And the blue one she'll look the other way. And the guy will turn to face. Okay, we'll see what happens in the event phase. We are in medium threat, no, low threat, so we just add another one. Okay. Okay, now we bring Clementine in as her brother Patrick has made enough space. And then we'll actually see if that zombie walker stands up, which it does not. Okay. So knowing that Clementine's safe, because there's no immediate threat, Patrick will move forward and attack the walk on the ground. We'll do a reroll because it's prone. No need to, as he cracks the zombie skull and eliminates it. Clementine will run to her brother to give her a hug. But the noise brings this walker close by, and it swings at Clementine. And Clementine defends. Thankfully, manages to push the zombie off. Okay. So the walkers continue rambling forward a little bit. And one in the blue dress. Stay looking that way. One in the brown behind the trees. Let's move back into combat. Okay. And this is in the event phase. Medium. Okay. So now up to 37 for these purposes. And we'll draw 2 more event cards. So this one is low threat. One eligible zombie move towards the survivors. And then roll a dice, and for each survivor engaged in melee, so do Clementine first, and she will lose a point of health. She needs now down to 3. And then Patrick, he also loses a point of health, and he is down to 3 as well. Okay. This round, survivors have no choice but to attack. So we'll go with Patrick attacking the walker in the blue shirt and the green hat. Doesn't score a headshot, but does knock it down. And then Clementine will attack as well, but I was only able to knock it down. Okay. Walkers will shamble 2 inches forward. They are following Patrick, and the other 2 he'll stay facing where he is, and she stays facing where she is. Okay, then anything happen in the event phase, we are still in low, so we move 1 eligible walker to towards the nearest survivor. And then we move on to see if these walkers stand back up. So the one on the right does indeed stand back up, and the one on the left also stands back up. Okay. So Clementine will run around the car, and on a shield she'll be able to open the car and get in. Clementine managed to get into the car, and the zombie is now banging on the window as it was chased after as she ran past. Patrick will also run to get in the car. They'll need to roll a shield. He does not. So this walker has now followed him and will attack as Patrick was too busy and misses. Patrick will defend, and then whilst defending he gets a lucky shot off and eliminates the walker. Okay. So then the walkers that are aware of Patrick will move d3 inches forward. That's 3. Go on to the event phase. So we will use this, but instead of the car alarm going off, we'll just say that Clementine has bumped the horn, causing a mayhem, and all the zombies will move in. So the car is surrounded, and Patrick is still trying to fight his way in. So move back onto Patrick's turn, so he will have to fight off the walker. Rolled the wrong dice on that one. Let's try again. And he managed to get a lucky headshot and eliminates the walker. And then still struggling to get in the car. So walkers will not move in this point because they're all either engaged or on their way. And then we'll see if anything happens in the event phase. This walker moves towards them like that. And then we go back onto Patrick's turn. So rather than just a straight 50-50, we'll have the red dice, which has blanks, 2 blanks and 4 hits on it. And he's still fumbling to get into the car. So we'll get a reroll. And this time he manages to jump in the car. And the car reverses and drives away. And there was 4 walkers in the way. So let's see if any of them were taken out. One of them was hit hard enough to take it out. So our heroes have managed to escape their camp. What adventure?